There's this game out called Subsistence. You may or may not have heard of it, but it's a survival game, and much like the forest, it has adaptive enemy AI that attack your base and patrol the map making land claims. So considering how much I enjoyed the forest, and with me looking for a new survival game anyway, I figured I'd give it a try. And so began the usual early game bullshit. Like chasing chickens for food and feathers.
Get your ass back here, boy!
No! That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Hunting rabbits, or capturing them to rear them as your own, and gathering more resources when you harvest them.
Look at this fucking thing! Oh my god, what the fuck is that, bro? Jay, what the fuck is that?
Oh, yes.
Holy shit!
All the time having to avoid anything I wasn't fit to take on, which for a long time was pretty much everything. Eventually I became somewhat familiar with the AI movement and was able to hunt larger animals. And gain rare materials to build weapons and properly defend myself. Although victory is never assured when you're dealing with the animals in this game.
Oh, you want some? You want some? You want some? Oh, if you want some, I'll give it you. You want to do it, mate?
If you are thinking of playing this game, I recommend trying to get the premium bow as quickly as possible. It has the cheapest ammo and it can do big damage. And also never run downhill when you're running away from an animal, as it's almost guaranteed to catch you every time. It's just a few things that I would have liked to know at the start. But once I was able to explore and hunt without worry, the game became much more relaxed and more like a survival game than an Outlast style horror. And for a while I felt like this land was my land, and nothing could contest it. But it wasn't long before I realised I wasn't the only person living out here, and these hunters had no intentions of letting me stay. They would attack my base almost daily. Some days I could fight them off, but I wasn't always prepared. This went on for weeks. And one night while I was crafting, they went a step too far. And burnt my livestock. And this meant war. I was going to gear up and take the fight to them. I began crafting explosives and the ammo needed to fight back, gathering military crates, as well as running the cave for crystal. And cogs from dead hunters. It took a hell of a lot of grinding, but I was ready to go hunting. I managed to find the enemy base eventually, and using up nearly all of my Gallard materials, I crafted a BCU cracker. This meant I could wipe out the base from the inside if I made it to the control panel. So I grabbed my C4 and set out to raid. As I was rocking up, I could hear them inside switching guns, but it was a small enough base so I wasn't worried about numbers. Planted the C4 and cleared the place out. headed back to depot and grabbed the BCU cracker to finish the job, and hopefully put a stop to the attacks at least for a while. Then I watched as the base exploded into barely a frame.
What the fuck? Whoa, whoa!
Alerted a few nearby hunters. But once I cleared out the last of them, I grabbed the loot and considered it a job well done. That is until I found this, the real McCoy, the true base of operations for these hunters. This was going to be a hell of a task. I was going to need nearly 3 or 4 times the C4 needed for the last base, and then I needed to grind another cracker before it expanded further. And also as I was scouting, I discovered something else. They now use fucking claymores.